Hey, buddy, watch this.
So just to recap, this is the Cthulhu Tutor Priest. The idea is having Cleric of Anshe, Thrive in the Shadows, and Devout Dungeoneer to specifically find you or push you towards your 4 Cthulhu cards, which are some of your only spells in the deck. Then once you've done your Cthulhu stuff, you use Talon or Polkelt to find your Cthulhu ASAP and hopefully murder your opponent. All right. A lot of draw and tutor action I think is good for us. Against Warrior, do we actually just keep the Polkelt to make sure we're getting there in time? Yeah, I think we do. Unless this is Rush Warrior, it might be pretty slow and it'll give us plenty of time. Now we do still have, you know, armor to contend with, I guess. So it's not like this is an auto win if we get Cthulhu on turn 10 or anything. So it wouldn't be bad to keep minions rolling out, chip away at their health a bit. That sort of thing. This might point towards less control, maybe. Yeah. Rush Warrior, I think, is concerning, honestly. I don't know how to beat this now. I gotta figure this out all of a sudden. Samuro, we hit, you know, some cards is great. Pearl Tusk, though, in hand with Xanash just seems really good. I can coin Xanash on 4 to corrupt this. Next turn, we can just heal Cleric. Playing an ETC already, wild. I don't really have a way to deal with it either. No, Heart's better now with all these little guys, right? Generally against Rush Warrior 2, they have a lot of little 1/1s and garbage, huh? Hey, Kirsten Lopez, what's up? What's new with me? Nothing. Changed my camera a little bit, angle and height and zoom. That's about all that's new. It's like it's way up there now. I can barely reach it. It's so high. See you, Jasmine, dude. Yes, man. Oh, I'm glad you're enjoying the Griftland stuff, man. Thank you. It's always helpful when you guys support that stuff too. Yeah, we can just do this for now. There's, you know, good opportunities later, I'm sure, as well, but should be all right. Fleet Hoof, if I need to play it now, I can. Still, Xanash looks pretty nice, though. Take kind of a downturn for a big swing later, because I'll have Circus and Fleet Hoof and Double Insight, basically reducing the cost of my hand by, what, 8 or something? Oh, that's pretty slow, too. That's good news. Okay. The nice thing about Rush Warrior is that we will probably be able to tutor... Like they're not gaining a ton of health, right? It's not like... It's not like Control where they're gaining 1,000,000 life, right? Okay, very cheap hand suddenly. A priest, a bishop, and a rabbit walk into a bar. The rabbit says, I think I'm a typo. I love it. Yes, the goal is to help you see more of my beard and my beautiful neckline here. I'm gonna start wearing V-necks. It's pretty popular on YouTube, I've heard. So I'm gonna start wearing V-necks and just little chest hair kind of cascading out like a little waterfall, you know? In case you think I'm serious, that's not happening, don't worry. In case you think that's real, don't fret. Not a real thing. All right, so 4 mana here, 6 mana here. It's not perfect, really. It's kind of leaving up quite a bit of stuff, but it's still a big old board, so whatever. Gotta decide what to prioritize, I suppose. Like, do we take the damage out of play here? Or the health? I guess we take the damage out of play, don't we? Shield of Honor would maybe be a punish or something, but whatever. Big board swing. Let's take another athletic studies. Might help me get back on board if I need to. All right, that's a good turn. Big Xanash plays being made here. So we know that the Devout Dungeoneer is going to either hit a Thrive or a Cthulhu card. That's good. Body of Cthulhu is probably not great against Rush Warrior. Just sort of sits there, but I like that we're even on board a little bit at least, so that they kind of have to fiddle with my board, you know? In other words, I have some time maybe to keep up here. That would have been a great answer to Body of Cthulhu. Don't tease me like that. V-necks are superior. I hate V-necks. Why do you like V-necks? I want to hear the V-neck pitch. All right. Do we get the body down now? I don't know. Let's see what this does me first. Let's see what this does me. What does it do me? Actually, yeah, body imprisoned is probably okay. I'm obviously not reacting to the 3/6 especially well. Gonna go ahead and hit this because why? Why am I gonna hit this? Trades into the 3/6 anyway. Do we think that's gonna die regardless though? Do I have anything to even clear this easily? Holy Smites, this guy later. Yeah, I'll hit it. It's fine. I definitely don't hate face damage because we're, you know, a Cthulhu deck, but you assume the 6/6 is not really going to die to the 3/6 trade, right? You assume it's going to die to summoned parade leader 1/1s and stuff, or a big Samuro, or like whatever it is, right? It's usually not dying to that 3/6. So here you go. Perfect example. That said, I am screwed. How do I clear this board, man? I can silence this, but I don't have a rush follow-up. Can silence the Crab Rider, and then double trade, but I leave a 9/8. This is just so big. What's even here that's any good for 5 mana? Shadowward Ruins, okay, but not great. I leave up 6 damage on Ruin. This Kazakis, I'm thinking, is probably a board buff card too, so that's pretty scary. Like, you might gain, you know, an additional 4. So I'd be leaving 10 damage on board.
I must consider.
If I hit like a Holy Smite with this, that'd be pretty cool with the Nameless one, I guess.
A charming composition.
Ruin, like I said, does remove a fair bit of damage, but so does the Nameless one. The Nameless one actually does leave an additional 2 damage, but I could renew and it'd be the same difference, and then set up for a Soul Mirror next turn. I don't think I'm gonna die, so let's play for the removal. Yeah.
Come closer.
This is clearly not, you know. Oh, that's not a 2/3. I was thinking that was a 2/3 in my brain. It is not a parade leader. It is a 4/3. Still the right play, but a little scarier than I was thinking. 6 damage is not actually lethal with Kazakis. I was thinking this was a 2/3 parade leader. It is not. So if that is a Kazakis buff, it's just lethal now. Apparently it's not. So that's good news. Soul Mirror here is it's fine. Soul Mirror is pretty solid. Do I hero power or thrive is the question. Thrive could hit me Maw or Eye, which are both pretty good removal tools, but I, of course, lack a hero power. But on an empty board, I'm not that threatened yet. It's just, will I need that later, I guess, is the question, right? Maw, is this like a big Tintin or something? I'm gonna take the Maw for now. I don't know. I'm nervous about why he hasn't played this yet. Maybe it's deal 3 to 2 or something. It's perfect. Ah! Maw is a genius call, bro. I'm too good. I'm too good. I am a genius, an absolute utter genius. Holy Nova with Steward might be a cool play. Divine Plate could be better in some ways, but for now, let's just do this. All right, so 1 Cthulhu piece to go. Devout Engineer either hits it or a Thrive, so I'm guaranteed to get to Cthulhu very soon. In fact, we should try to do that next turn, I'm sure. I could even play the Cthulhu piece as well. Oh my god, are they just not gonna do... Oh, this is beautiful. Okay. So this either hits Thrive or Eye. Eye is perfect. So now I can Polkelt to have Cthulhu in 2 turns. All right. Maybe should have developed the Fairground Fool, but I can play it alongside Polkelt to be a little bit safer next turn. So I think that's still the line. We don't really need it now, so maybe the same difference, but could kill this more easily, perhaps. Who knows? I could just top deck Cthulhu as well. It's only 1 out of 14. That's not that crazy. But Polkelt gets me there 100%. Still have 14 health. It's pretty good. I'll just top deck Cthulhu. I'd almost be sad about that because it just sort of like ruin the game plan a little bit, you know? Like we've concocted this perfect scenario and it would almost feel like that steals it a little. I don't know. I'd be kind of sad about that. This is actually a huge problem for the Cthulhu, honestly. That's okay. We'll use Shadow of Death here to clear it. It's no big deal. Not a death, but...
If power is what you seek, knowledge is what I provide. You're not
all right. Should be okay, right? The Scorpion might just be able to clear the high health total here. Or in combination with Polk Ult or whatever, you know, hopefully we can... Or if not, you know, maybe Cthulhu just clears the board and that's enough to win too. Oh, it's a gross Cthulhu minion because it gives 8 armor. Ugh. But this should be enough, right? If I just hit here, take 11 out of play. He has 29 plus 9 is... Oh, it's not going to be enough. 29 plus 9 is 38 plus 8 is 46. I'm going to be dealing 38. If I hit here, it's 40 and I have 38. In both cases, it's not enough. This is actually a lot more armor reduction though, so I should definitely hit here. I still play the Cthulhu though. I guess the question is like, do I trade a minion first? Do I play for... It's 40 and I have 38. The minion pretty much always dies. I mean, I'm playing it regardless. The minion should die, yeah. This is still just an enormous board and almost lethal, so... What turn is it, by the way? Turn 12 Cthulhu? That's pretty quick. Turn 12 Cthulhu. That's not bad. Not too bad. Sadly, I don't have the lethal though, so if they do stabilize here, like, I don't know. I think we'll be okay. This is just a bunch of garbage, but you know, theoretically, I like that the weapons overrode each other too. That was pretty cool. Oh God, what is there? Oh, just a crush. Okay. Well, that's not enough. It's a big Sour Fang, though. Nice. Ooh, beautiful. That was a perfect example of what the deck is about. I feel like this is a deck, if I put on YouTube, I'm actually going to have to describe the point a little bit. It's a little more nuanced in the design. I mean, if you guys just saw this deck list, how obvious would it be that the plan is to get to Cthulhu? Would you be like, oh, that's clearly a Cthulhu tutor deck? Or would you think it's just a weird looking control priest? You'd probably think it's a weird looking control priest, right? That's my thought. So it might be helpful to actually notably point out like, nope, it's actually a tutor deck designed to find Cthulhu ASAP. I think mage is going to be a problem though, because we're not that good at healing. Maybe if we hit enough renews and stuff, but we have kind of the perfect discover hand here, so. Lore Keeper makes it obvious. Okay. That's a good point. Maybe that'll help people realize. I might still just do a quick recap. Seems like I'm the only person not doing deck recaps on YouTube lately. I don't know. Am I just like too trusting that people kind of understand immediately what a deck is supposed to do? You know, most of the time I think people kind of just get it within like 2 seconds. I feel like spending the time explaining it is usually wasted when they could just be watching me play it, you know? I guess maybe I trust the viewer a lot. Yeah, particularly if the title and the thumbnail and stuff indicate it too, right? That's even an extra layer of explanation. Jeez, dude. Is this normal hard running Solarian with 2 Incancer's flows? Like, what in God's name is happening right now? Is that typical? Fantastic Raise Dead, by the way. Great Flash Shield 2 result. Really good stuff. That seems bad. He didn't hard run it? I think he did, right? Oh, was it off studies? It's just not showing? No, he did. It's hard running. Yeah, this is the one off studies. He had it in deck. It wasn't a gifted card. Which is kind of crazy. That's what I mean. You'd appreciate the brief rundown. Yeah, that's what I said. Like, this one I think is a little less obvious, right? So that's why I was thinking for this one it might be helpful, but you know, generally speaking, I think players kind of get it, so I don't want to do it all the time for nothing, you know.
Feel the sun bear down upon you.
Okay, 2 Cthulhu pieces down. Polk out and Talon in hand. Board advantage is nice, but they have supremely discounted spells, which is always scary. Drop the Polk out. We could, but I'm worried the Talon's a little harder to kill off, right? Like, Polk out is, I control it. I know Polk out's gonna connect. This is a crazy deck. He's got a freeze package in here as well. I don't know what to make of this, man. This deck is wild. I mean, I guess this is the best target for this. I don't know. Who knows? Okay. 2 Cthulhu pieces down. I should be fine soonish. Quite a bit of mana, but we've also got Devout Dungeoneer here that's either going to hit me... Well, we have Insights still, unfortunately. So those are definitely the weak roll-off Devout Dungeoneer. Although, certainly quite a bit better in a post-Xanash world, I'd say. Look at this deck, dude. I love it. This guy's deck is crazy cool. Really, really neat. Know what I'm looking for, honestly. Palm reading is kind of nice. Soul Mirror seems very nice for later. Not for now, obviously, but we'll figure that out. Can't heal anything, so the Anshe is stranded. Wave of Apathy seems kind of wasteful, right? Sort of sad I didn't advance my Cthulhu here at all. I don't know, is heal 4 actually that wasted? Maybe it's not. Maybe I do just do this. Kind of technically protects the Scorpid as well. Could heal here, but I don't have mana. And I don't like healing his face when I'm a Cthulhu deck, of course, but that's a side problem. Do you Polk out to get Cthulhu spells? We don't really need to, particularly with Devout and Cleric in hand, but you can. We've done it already once. Because Talon, like you said, can satisfy that goal, but the problem is, like I said before, Talon's a little hard to use sometimes because he may not die. Like in this game, for instance, right, he could just get like frozen out for 3 turns and he never dies, and then you don't have your Cthulhu for 3 turns longer, basically. That seems scary, right? So we'll take Heart here since they have a bit of board left over. So now we're down to Body, which Devout has a 50-50 to hit? No, not quite. 1 out of 4 to hit, which means we might have to pull Keld if we don't get another tutor. If Devout doesn't have Thrive in the Shadows, we might need to. This could be a game where pull Keld becomes necessary. Just depends. We're not ready yet anyway, right? So we gotta, but you know, until we play an eye in particular, it just seems kind of pointless, maybe. Oh, their own Body. All right. I will break your body. Yeah, this turn is kind of, maybe not the most exciting turn, huh? Counterspell means I can't play Heart first. I need to play like a Flash Shield first, or some other like generated card, obviously. Yeah, let's just do it. I don't know. I'm gonna throw it away. It's fine. We can use it on a minion, so it's not like it's totally wasted if it goes through. Okay. Oasis Ally is a bit of a threat here, but not really. Not realistically. Maybe a rigged fair game that we're gonna pop through here, it looks like. Could be Entity. Do I care if it's Entity? Not really. It's fine. It is an Entity. Wow, that's surprising. I thought rigged fair game or Netherwind Portal. Well, we do was Netherwind Portal, but I thought those are the 2 most likely initially. But well, you know, kind of scary actually with Solarian. Jeez. Ugh. Oh! Double devolving missiles right off the bat. Cool, man. This is actually scary now. Suddenly a lot of damage because of that stupid 4/7. Apexis 2 to my face, really? Man, that got horrifying. Suddenly feeling a lot of heat here. Man.
Dark, the light shines brightest.
Oh boy. This is like the play, but I am scared. I need to just top deck Cthulhu. Screw the Talon or the Polkelt, right? I need to top deck Cthulhu. I don't think Talon will really give me time. You know, I think I'm gonna die. The Solarian's just too strong. Oh boy. I just need to top deck it. Save me some trouble here. Again, like a turn 10 or 11 Cthulhu completion's cool, but boy. Yeah, there are minions in the deck. Flurries I don't really care about as long as... Oh, never mind. I was gonna say, as long as he's not going face. Will Talon be enough to keep me alive here if I don't hit Cthulhu? So unlikely to be relevant, but do I have a choice? Talon, Darkmoon Dirigible doesn't really do it. I could try to find like a Shadowward Ruin or something, but then I'm not playing Talon or Polkelt, right? Like is Talon... You know what I could do? I could find like a Brain Freeze or a Flurry or like something like that, and then a Talon and like lock down the Solarian. I think that's probably the line, but I'm really scared. But this is one way I can spend low mana, lock down the board, and still develop a Polkelt or a Talon. Probably a Talon because I want to prevent this from hitting my face as well. But I am a little bit worried about devolving missiles, so the Talon is kind of scary again. Maw is not what I planned, but it might be necessary just for lack of anything else to do and stay alive here. But the problem is, right, I don't know. It buys me like half a turn, not a whole turn. You know, like this is still a big threat. Still almost dead. Still gonna get pyroblasted in the face or something. But Talon's a little like safer feeling, I'll say, with just the Fairground Fool on board. Like maybe I can just Talon hero power. 27 health currently is also sort of not a problem, so that's fine. Okay, I mean, we got to try the Talon now. There's no choice. Do I play this first to test a Mirror Entity? It's sort of free. I don't need it or anything.
In the dark, the light
Not gonna be cheap enough to play.
This is not what we stood for.
I mean, there's no reason not to, right? It's a counterspell test. Oh, actually, Netherwind Portal is a reason not to. Never mind, I don't need to. As long as this dies and doesn't get devolving missiles, we'll have the Cthulhu ready to go. Could have played Polkelt to be even safer, right? But it's like leaving 4 damage on board at 10 health is so horrifying already, particularly after seeing him draw 3 cards, that the Talon feels, you know, moderately safer. Just devolving missiles is the big threat. Bone of Cold is a good sign because that means Talon's more likely to die. Just am I dead? Is like a fireball here is lethal now. Oh, is that lethal? Yes, that is lethal, right? Oh, no, not quite. Why did that do less damage than I expected? I thought that was gonna kill me. Did I really miscount? Oh, that had 2 health in the middle. Okay, this is actually 30 exactly. We have exactly 30. No way. It's exactly 30. I can't believe it. Is there any secret here that messes this up? Does Entity proc afterwards, right? I don't know. I don't have a choice. I'm dead anyway on the return. I think it procs after though, so I think we're fine. Cool. Nice. Very cool. Wow. Guys, I love this deck, dude. This deck is so cool. I really like this deck. Do you like palm reading more than insight on a Xanash build? Maybe, I guess. I don't know. I hear the curve point about the Cthulhu pieces, but insight's cool too. Because we do have to keep alive in the meantime, you know? Okay, let's look for tutor stuff. Against Druid in particular, I think we're going to have trouble because they're going to build a giant board. And my Cthulhu's just gonna hit a bunch of clowns or whatever. If it's token druid, we kind of have the opposite problem. Like, oh god, they're just gonna kill me. But all in all, this will tell us a little bit.
Thoughts to yourself.
It didn't tell us much, but a good card nonetheless. Happy to see that for like corrupt purposes and stuff. Have I watched Loki? Not yet. We've been chilling on Loki still. We definitely will. The aesthetic and the style of it look awesome, and really pumped for it. Tom Hiddleston's cool. I've soured a little bit on the like Marvel superhero stuff, but the Marvel weird stuff is still definitely catching my attention. So definitely looking forward to Loki on that note. Did we go body already? Next turn we only have 2 mana, but that's sort of perfect for Wand Maker. And then we corrupt these guys, which really helps on 5 mana turn. Still looks like more clowny stuff, but a 6/6 early against druids usually very good news. Maybe we can just tempo this one. We kind of have a solid board build out, right? Like these are both really nice board minions. Wand Maker's not exactly a pass. It's definitely weird. That's good news. I liked WandaVision a lot for how weird it was. I actually liked the first half of WandaVision better than the back half of WandaVision, which I think is a little different than most folks' takes. But I mean, it's still good the whole way through. Don't get me wrong. But I liked the weirdness parts for sure.
You don't pick the ones.
All right, armor gain's a problem. It's upsides, downsides, personal preference. Yeah, I think that's reasonable between insight and palm reading. Yeah, I think you could do fine with both. I totally agree. All right, let's dig for a Cthulhu piece here.
You're not laughing.
Maw against druids, probably a little better. It seems to be a bigger druid, not a token druid, so eyes not as good. I actually with a elemental dude, Steward of Scrolls, is probably pretty good for a clown board, like an unbuffed clown board, you know? Oh god, Maw is pretty good against that. What do you know? Although actually, do we ever just clear this one and then hit face? That's an interesting thought. This guy clears more stuff. I don't know, this 6/3 is so susceptible, right? I think we still just go this way. It's not like the 6/3 is gonna hang around forever anyway. Yeah. Sadly, you know, we're just still not. Oh, this guarantees I hit all my Cthulhu stuff. But we only have 1 left anyway, right? So what's the point? I think I just take Onyxia for the body, in case we need the bodies. Why bother? We only have heart anyway, and this will guarantee that I find it. So there's really no. And by the way, in case you're like, well, why don't you just run Malygos in the first place? Because these allow you to get your Cthulhu pieces and play them ASAP, right? Malygos, you have to wait until post turn 9, and then you have to spend 20 mana, right? So it takes maybe 3 or 4 turns more, and then you still have to draw Cthulhu afterwards. So playing the early game tutors, even though Malygos could do the same thing, allows you to weave in the Cthulhu pieces throughout the mid game so that your Cthulhu, you know, theoretically ready by turn 10 or whatever turn of choice, right? Which is a big difference, I'd say. So this looks pretty good. We can see what's in here first. Might be something very, very handy. Who knows? Shadow Word Death is not good now. You could definitely envision it being good, couldn't you? Wow, can I not actually clear the Thresher? Oh, no. I only have 5 against the Thresher. Uh-oh. I might have boo-booed.
I must consider.
Might have boo-booed. Thought I was going to clear the Thresher, and I'm not.
Why so serious?
Come on, share.
Oh, no.
The wand won't be
Okay. Still positioned well for the cleave, but I'm a little worried, you know, obviously it's scary. Anything to push through the taunt, maybe clear my poisonous sort of thing. Oh, that's actually sort of slow here. Believe it or not. I can just Onyxia trade now. Actually, Primordial Protector trade's not bad either. I think Onyxia... Oh, Broom is bad! Oh, no! Room is real bad. That's what I was worried about, right? Now I probably have the Death Eye, which certainly isn't terrible either, but a little more harrowing. Okay, so this we can get to Cthulhu, but I still don't have a Cthulhu draw. I can get to Cthulhu completion, I guess I should say, but no Cthulhu draw. Need them to have a bit of a whiff turn here, right? Need them to have a dead turn where they just draw some air. Looks like that may be true. It's really air. What is in there? I don't think Cthulhu wins the game more than Onyxia right now, right? I think we just tempo Onyxia. He draws like natural clowns or whatever. We can like trade in a bunch of 1/1s and then heal cleric into heart, and then heart clear the clowns, so that'd be fine. Primordial we just ignore, I guess, right? Ooh, scary. How much damage do I have? 11. Clearing these don't do anything. Just makes you take extra damage, right? I just get it back, don't I? Yeah. Did that actually give me lethal? It did. I had it anyway thanks to the circus medic, but okay. Weird game. It wasn't even, I don't know, just a weird game.